Hey, what's up, guys? It's Great. I'm here with my Ritualist Summoner build, right? We're doing a trial of Sekhemas runs. You get as high as 140% move speed with the Hare boon. You can actually get more. You can have up to 160, but it's going to depend on how you build out your Relic Locker. But this build is great, right? It's the same as my mapping build with a few changes here and there. Like, you got high damage, high movement speed. You can ferry people. You can do against the darkness runs. You can even do it against the darkness carries. It all just depends on how you build your Relic Locker. I tend to build my Relic Locker for ferrying people and getting a maximum of 2 relic drop chances with 50% move speed. So you could technically do this without using a Ritualist. You can use any summoner. You just sacrifice that move speed. The positive side is you also have move speed outside of the trial, right? Up to 50% outside of the trial. So yeah, I'll go into it. I'll talk about the trials. I'll talk about the specifically the trial farming build. And then I'll save the actual farming and pinnacle boss build video and simulacrum builds for later. All right, so enjoy the video. See you guys. Have a good Memorial Day. Peace out. Okay, so first let's talk about the skills. Right, it's just my generic this is my generic ritual summoner speed build, right, that we're just taking into trials. So we'll go from the top. We'll do it really quick. I'll do a bigger deep dive when I make the full ritual summoner build. That's everything. This is just for trial of Sekhemas, so I want to just kind of touch on everything. Ritual sacrifice is useless now because there's a cooldown at level 90. It's terrible. My skeletal warriors, this is what they have: Sacrificial Lamb, Infernal Legion, Death March, and Culling Strike. Infernal Legion, you can take this off if you're not using Stormfire with your Shockbot. This is my Sigil of Power, right? It's got Magnified Effect and Persistence. Got a +6 Chiming Staff. Terracotta Warrior, Soldier, whatever. It's for Muster, and he has Maim on it. I would probably swap this out for this Infernal Legion because I don't even have Stormfire in here. My Sniper Minion. This guy's in here also for Muster. He's got 3 level Mastery Gems to boost up his level. Martial Tempo. And I've been going back and forth with Scatter Shot because the Gas Arrow uses so much mana and I can't really spam it as much because it drains so much mana. I'll probably put in Fork in here instead of Scatter Shot. Full Take Mark. This is for more damage, right? I have it with Energy Barrier and Considered Casting. So big shout out. I forgot the dude's name in the comment section. He was mentioning to put Considered Casting on her to slow it down, so it's easier to proc Energy Barrier, which it is. I used to have this with the Energy Barrier, and it was kind of hard on Voltaic Mark because it casts so fast. But I have that with mobility, and it really does help if you're looking for that. In trials, though, you don't really need to do this because you're super strong anyway. Your Storm Mages, this is a shock bot, right? It's got Coursing Current, Lightning Exposure, Conduction, Overcharge, and Strip Away, right? These all work together to have a higher, to lower, what is it? Lightning resistance, and to have a higher shock value. The Coursing Current, you could replace this with Stormfire, right? Because if they're ignited, then the shock stays on. But for trials, you don't have to be that meticulous with DPS. Maybe if you're kind of low level, but once you're able to clear trials easily, I mean, you don't have to change anything, right? You could use any build. You could even be a Lich with your standard DPS build. But yeah, I'm just going to go over what I have. Blink, this is important for the trials. Just for on floor 3, you can definitely blink through some areas and gaps to try to just clear the maps faster in the Gauntlet, which is really nice. It's nice to have Blink to travel terrain. It's on a weapon swap, so I have to do a weapon swap and then Blink. Skeletal Cleric, right? Just here to heal. Minion, Elemental Army. You don't even need Elemental Army in here because I have max. Unless you don't have max Elemental Res for your minions, which I actually might have on this build. So Pain Offering, Meat Shield. Keep this thing as alive as long as possible. That's why Meat Shield is on here. Ablation, Font of Blood, Expanse. You can put in Dance Macabre, but I'd rather just sacrifice one, because if you only have one Cleric, the second one that always gets sacrificed is usually the Cleric, and it's super annoying when you don't have any healing up. Conductivity, this is the curse that I run, right? Because I'm using Storm Mages. Heightened Curse, Focus Curse, Hex Bloom, and Inspiration. I have an empty 5th slot because I don't really know what to put in there. And this is my gear. You can check out all the gear in the POB. I have some really crazy upgrades now, right? Just this +4 Sunsplitter alone is more than all my normal gear on all my other builds. But the takeaway from this is you can use any build, right? The key that you want for trials is you want to have, if you're playing a summoner, you know, energy shields, you're always going to have a high amount of energy shield, which translate to honor. So I have like 8k energy shield. It's easy for me to have 10. 8 is enough. In combination with the relics and resistance and relic restore, it's more than enough. All right, so you can take a look at all this stuff in the POB. I'm running 3 ever-grasping rings for all my damage with the Ritualist. Standard stuff, +4 scepter, +3 amulet. I have a +1 minion helmet. This thing, how much did I even get this for? This thing was a lot. I think it was 48. It's a lot. I owe the mob 48 divines, and if I don't pay them back, they're gonna break my legs, right? This guy I got for 65. It goes up from 60, between 60 and 70. I got it for 65 depending on the time of day. Right, all my other gear, man, when I do the bigger video, I'll go into all of it, price checking all the stuff. Some of the stuff can be really expensive, but you don't need this level of DPS for Trial of Sekhemas. I've done this with carries and stuff with level 34 minions. Right now my minions are level 36, right? But you can easily do it with a standard just DPS build, right? Charms, standard charms. And then you see here's some Desperate Alliance bases. We'll talk about that. All right, so that's kind of the gear. Quick run of the gear and skills. Let's look at the passive tree. I have my passive tree set here for as much movement speed as I can get. Right, so let's look at the Ascendancy first. We're having this Unfurled Finger, +1 ring, an extra 25% bonus to equip rings and amulet. So we're doing a lot of extra chaos damage. It's about as much, it's about like 105%, something like that. Like around there, which is basically Unholy Might with Blackened Heart and 1,000 mana. It's basically how much extra chaos damage is what I'm getting. And then for Ascendancies, we're going movement speed route. And then as I mentioned earlier, Ritual Sacrifice, it sucks now. Because now that, I think this is what me and a buddy experienced. There was no cooldown on Ritual Sacrifice. I used to have Energy Barrier on it to proc it. But now that I'm level 90 and you get that last slot, there's an 8-second cooldown. It totally destroys this ability. Right? I don't know, maybe there's some OP tech or whatever, but I don't even care to use it anymore. And then we're traveling this way. I'm taking Blur, right? Because this gives you 8% movement speed, 4, and then plus this 4, that's 8. Traveling this way, Step Like Mist for another 4. And then I take Shimmering for another 3, right? We're taking our Grand Spectrum Jewels right there and a socket, and I come this way. I'm only taking just enough Energy Shield. There's some really nice nodes on the Ritualist. Like this is all Energy Shield recharge, really accessible. There's even more down here, but that's more of like a mapping thing. If you want Energy Shield recharge, and more like a quality of life for mapping and for pinnacle bossing. Then coming up here, right, you're getting damage. Coming up here, Energy Shield. Then we're taking CI. The nice thing about CI on the Ritualist is there's no negatives, right? Basically, CI, I don't like it for the 2% of the time that it sucks, but that's not really valid here. I'll talk about that on the regular build, or maybe I should just mention it now. 98% of the time CI is great, right? It allows you to buy cheap gear. It's great 98% of the time. Don't have to worry about chaos, you know, you're immune to chaos. The 2% of the time that it's terrible is when you're doing something where you're getting hit multiple times and it's a sustained fight where you have to wait for your shield to recharge and you're on low shield. Perfect example is like when everything's on the line, right? Simulacrum, T4, wave 14, you get hit, you pop Convalescence, you get hit again. You're at, you know, a quarter of your shield and you're running around hoping to God you don't get hit and get killed, right? That's the 2% of the time that makes CI like just sour taste. Another one is like, let's say you're at a Citadel, right? Pumped up Citadel. Again, you're at the boss, low hit, oh my God. Gotta run around, wait for your Energy Shield recharge to go back up. You're fighting Jump on Raw. There's freaking stones flying everywhere. Those are the times where CI, it really sucks. But other than that, 98% of the time, CI is great. The thing with CI too, on the Ritualist versus the Lich, you don't have to deal with degenning mana if you're on the right side of the tree with Soulless Form and Eternal Youth. And then same thing with the Infernalist. You take CI and the Infernalist, it completely wrecks the entire Ascendancy. So it's nice that on the Ritualist, you can take this, get cheap gear, and not really have to deal with any of those downsides. Let's talk about the Megalomaniac that I have. I have quite a few Megalomaniacs for this build. I'm taking it with Relentless Fallen and Escape Velocity. The Relentless Fallen's kind of moot. I just wanted to get something that had Escape Velocity or like Acceleration, something that gives me an extra 3% movement speed, which is like right down here. Acceleration is down there, but Acceleration, Megalomaniacs tend to cost more. And then just try to get it with a node that is useful to you. I got this one with Relentless Fallen, so I basically get 1 point that I could use somewhere else. But if you get one that's like Escape Velocity and like Calibration over here or anything else, you know, it'll be perfectly fine. Then taking a little bit of Energy Shield. I don't need maximum elemental res, so I'm taking this point off. Just take another point in damage. like a random point in damage right here. Right, we're going this way. Lord of Horrors, coming down here, getting all of this, and then I have one jewel socket. This is what I have. You could, if you wanted another jewel socket down here, you could probably sacrifice like Spiral. Look at all these points that you get from sacrificing Spiral. Or you could sacrifice these two, and then maybe these to have less energy shield. Because we do have 8k energy shield. I mean, it's up to you how good you are with your trial run. I think 8k is a lot. If you don't need that much, you can sacrifice like these points to get another socket if you really want it. But for Trial of Sekhemas, you really don't need that much damage right now. If we look at how much damage I actually have, they're doing 27.5, so around 28k DPS for these level 36 skeletons, right? And I've done this before with level 34s with them around 23k DPS. Perfectly fine. You can do like 3-man carries. It's a little longer of a fight, but you know, it's 3-man carry. It's fine. You have enough DPS fighting Zarok. And it's good for basically trials because, you know, trials is meant to be like a level 80 thing anyway. Okay, so right, that's a quick and dirty of the passive tree, the DPS that I've got. And then if you look at how much movement speed I have outside of the trials, it's 57.1. So we're moving pretty good. We're pretty juiced, right? If I got another Megalomaniac that had, let's say it had, actually no, I can get 60% movement speed right now if I just anointed my amulet, but I'm not going to do that. If I got rid of Right Hand of Darkness here and I put on acceleration, I could easily have 60% move speed. But this is also my mapping build, so I don't want to like just constantly back and forth between anointments. Specifically, this is minimal changes from my mapping build and pinnacle build into doing trials, right? Just to get that extra movement speed so we can kind of zoom through. But yeah, you can check the POB, right? Okay, let's talk about the relics, right? The relics and the farming strategies for the trials. There's a couple ways to make money. We're going to talk about that first. The first way is this, right? The vase, the Desperate Alliance vases. I got two of them in the course of, I think I was running for 2 hours. So 1 an hour, kind of low, not that great. Depends how often you run. I only drop 2 relics from Zarok per run because I have 100% honor drop chance, or 100% increased relic drop chance, and every 100% is a guaranteed extra relic. So at 100% relic drop chance, you get 2 relics from Zarok. At 200%, you get 3 relics. The only way to get 3 relics, though, the bare minimum is you need to have 150% or 155 increased quantity of relics dropped by monsters, and then you get that 30% increased relic effect boon, and that'll put you over 200% to give you 3 relics from Zarok. And there's a couple ways to do that. Some people like to put like more items from the vendor to increase the chance of it showing and then you buying it. For me, the way I have this, I have it set up for how I like it is I have a lot of move speed, and it might not be the most efficient, but it's kind of like what I like to do. So that's one of the ways to get money, right? Is these Desperate Alliance vases. Another way to make money is from ferrying people, taxiing people to get their 4th ascendancy. And that's kind of how I have a little bit of why I have mine set up with honor restored and honor resistance, at least for what I like to do. Because if you ferry people that are really low level, and as far as my understanding, the way I believe it works is, for me, it's because I'm using CI, my energy shield is basically my honor. So I have 8k honor. And if I take 3,000 honor damage when I make it to Zarok and I try to ferry somebody, if that person has less than 3,000 honor, he'll immediately die once he gets into the trial. So the way I kind of counteract that is with honor restore to try to heal before I get to Zarok, and also honor resistance. So that way I can try to, like, you know, keep my customers alive essentially, right? So that's the second way you ferry people. You charge them whatever. I charge 10C, and then, you know, you can charge like 1 divine, whatever. And as you're farming for vase relics, you can ferry people. So that's a couple ways to make money. The other way to make money is you yourself pick up relics, these small relics, and even the amphoras, and you price check them and you sell them. You get really good ones every once in a while. Like, you can get one that's movement speed and increased quantity of relic drops. Like, if you look at this guy, this is a 9 and a 12, 9 and a 10, right? It's about a divine. If you made this sucker, you picked one up that was 15, It's 12 divines already. 25C. This is actually pretty good. 9 and 15. This is really good. It makes me want to buy it. Makes me want to shout. Okay, right, if you get a 20, 28. It's crazy. That's actually really good. That makes me want to buy it a little bit. That 15. Right, this guy's selling it for 25C. So you can make a lot of money with some relics, but they're few and far between. And you have to pick up all the relics, which slows down your clear time, right? But that's a couple ways to make money. And the other way is at the end of the trial that I'm aware of. At the end of the trial, opening up all the jewels and sapphires, IDing them, sticking them into a dump tab, and trying to sell them. That and what's it called? Grand Spectrum Jewel Chest. If you get the right Grand Spectrum Jewel, you get rubies. I think rubies are 2 divine, something like that. So 2 or maybe even 4 divine. I can't remember off the top of my head, but Grand Spectrum Jewels, Sapphire Jewels, or just other regular jewels, sapphires, rubies, and emeralds. Desperate Vase Alliance. Desperate Alliance Vase Relics, and then ferrying people through Trial of Sekhemas. Right, so let me break down my locker now. My locker, how I have it prioritized, because, you know, I focus this on having 100 move speed in the trial. 50% move speed. 35% honor resistance, I believe. Yeah, 13 and 22. Yeah, 35 honor resistance and 76% increase honor restored. So every time I get hit, you know, go restore some honor. 660 becomes what, 1100 or something. And then 101% increased relic quantity drop chance. So I definitely always get 2 relics. The price of this locker altogether when I made it was like 6 to 7 divines. If we price check this, I think it's like 9 divines now. So these ones are always the expensive ones. The movement speed and quantity of relics drop. Like, you'll find them for good deals, right? I believe these are my most expensive ones. Because all the relics that I have, I only paid at most 2 divine for them. See, these ones now, well, this is a 10 and a 14. 7 divines. It can get pretty pricey. Right, that's a 15. You put a 13 in here, 2 divines, right? 8 and 13. The thing is, once you start to drop like little points off of your increased quantity of relic drops, you'll start to be like right under 100, and it gets kind of like squirrely. You have to really pay attention to what you're buying. See, that's just for that one. The ones that are cheap are like movement speed and honor resistance, right? 2C, right? For honor resistance, it's pretty good. Quantity of relics dropped and honor restored. This one's good is because I can get one that's 19%. 19%, which boosts my threshold for 100 by a lot. If you look at it, it's only 1C. Right, if you put this guy at 19, 5C. Alright, so what I've got, and then I have another one down here. These 2 are the same. This one is really cheap. It's honor resistance and increased honor restored. 22, 23, 30x. This guy's up here for 7 days. So you can definitely buy this for 30 exalts. And the amount of honor restored, 29%. I think I'm going to buy it from this guy. Wow. You can definitely, that's what, 6% more than mine. That'll put my 76 up to 82% honor restored. But right, see, so if you're looking at the Relic Locker at the right times, you can get things for really good deals, because people sit on these things for days. Like 16 days. I'm sure you could talk to this person and be like, you know, can I get it for less or something like that? Unless they don't care. It's only a couple chaoses sometimes. But yeah, these are the most expensive ones. These 9 and 12 movement speed with relic drop chance. This is a seal. At 8 and 10, it's already about 1 divine. 9 and 12, 2 divines. All right, this is about what I paid for these ones. And how many do I have of movement speed and relic quantity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? But I didn't pay 2 divines for each. Like, you see these ones that are at 7 and 12? These imperfect runs. This one's probably expensive. This 8 and 14. I probably either had this already. I can't remember. Like, what is the 7 and 12? We take a look at the 7 and 12. $14C. And then the next one, 2 divines. But this guy's up for 14 days, right? So you can find good deals. Try not to buy anything that's too out of pocket. When I made the Relic Locker, it was six divs. So if I was to start doing this, try to do what you can. It's all going to depend upon your survivability and how good you are at running trials. I don't die. Like, yeah, serious. Like, I don't really die from trials. It's because for summoners, you have a lot of energy shield and a lot of honor. And as long as you don't pick bad effects in the actual trial, you should be fine. So let's go. I'll highlight everything so people can see this. Movement speed, quantity relics, movement speed, quantity of relics, movement speed, quantity of relics, another movement speed, quantity of relics, movement speed, honor res, movement speed, quantity of relics, honor restore, quantity of relics, honor restore, honor resistant, and honor restore. If I was to start this with for a movement speed build, I would just get all movement speed. See, I have all these 10 bangers of movement speed. If you look at this, 5C, right, for 10 movement speed. So you could just fill your locker up with like insane amounts of movement speed if that's what you're looking for. Like, if you don't care about ferrying people and you just want to clear trials, you can be super fast. The thing is, if you want it to be on the very cusp of getting the 100% relic drop chance, what is that? It would be with the 30% boon to get to. Let me see what the minimum would be. Your minimum would have to be, is it 70 times 0.3? Nope, it's more than 70. It's 75. Ooh, it's not even 75. It's 78. Yep. You need 78% relic drop chance with the 30% boon. So you could do something like you know, take your chances on that. If you're under 100 but over 60, you still have a chance. You have a higher probability of dropping 2. It won't always happen, but you have a higher chance. But to really make it worth it, I would try to get 100% relic drop chance. Now, in the event that I decide to run the Dark Alliance, I just kind of replace these 2. These 3, I mean. And I would probably replace these and put in all movement speed. Right? Because I for doing the Dark Alliance vest or the Desperate Alliance Vase Relic, I'd probably switch these out for movement speed. These are relic drop chance ones. Just because I want to get the Zarok really fast. Do something like this. And then I still have increased quantity of relic drops. Just because even though I'm not at 100, I still want that chance to get a second, to get 2 unique relics from Zarok. So what is this? 14, 26, 37, 47, 47, 49, 59, 63. So it's still not 100% even with the boon, but this is kind of what I do. It's not the most optimal, but this is kind of like how I like to run my Trial of Sekhemas, because you can get crazy in here. This Relic Locker, this could be like 200 divine Relic Locker. I'm not paying 200 divines for shit. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to owe the mob 200 divines. So that's a little quick rundown of the Relic Locker. I'll put in some links if you want to look at relics to see how much they cost. But let's go run this, right? We'll go through a trial. We'll see if we can ferry some people. So outside of the trial, 57% move speed. Inside of the trial, 105, right? If I had full speed relics, you can go as high as like 116, 120. It's really fun. The thing is, then you're missing out on relic drop chance, or you give up honor restore, honor recover. You know, if you're not ferrying people, I would just not even deal with it. Like, let's go see if we can try to ferry some people. Oops. Hold on. Let me copy paste this message real quick. Control C that in here. Put it in the trade. Right? Get that. And then get our trial started. Maybe we'll get somebody. Right? And having all that fast movement speed is really nice. It's like, it makes the trial fun, you know? It doesn't make it such a time suck. And then, you know, the amount of honor that I have is one more honor than I have energy shield. So it's quite a bit. It's like 8k. See, being able to blink through terrain. And the other thing is like, so now when you're choosing, ritual's the fastest. Always choose rituals if you have rituals, but you just want to see. You don't want these, you know, fewer choices, less sacred water, one fewer room, lose all sacred water. These are all terrible. So 50% less sacred water found. Should we do that? That kind of sucks, not have any money. But it's fine, you know. We move pretty fast anyway. The things that we want to have for the boons is we want our knife. We want ornate dagger. Right? We want anything that'll make it faster to kill Zarok. 30% less life. The Hare boon, obviously. And then anything that'll help you get more sacred water is always also good that you can buy. Like double sacred water. Because 50% sacred water found, you can counter that with the 50% increased sacred water. See, merchant offers only one choice. 50% fewer choices sucks. This sucks. We're gonna take that. And usually you'd run this a lot faster if you know, I could run this faster if I wasn't discussing everything. This floor glitches too. Sometimes the rare doesn't spawn, so you're like forced to like be in here the entire time. Here's some small relics. I usually get the small ones. I don't really get the amphoras, but let's go pick up the amphoras. Maybe we'll get something good. If you get something with like merchant has 3 more options or something, pretty good. Here's a chiming staff. Pick that up. See, it's not too bad with a minion build.
That was close.
Ritual, chalice, ritual. The thing too with storm mages, this is with storm mages, the trial is one of the few places where you'll experience it a lot, where they're just out of range, so you can restore, but never take random minor afflictions. Never ever take anything that you don't have a say in what it's going to give you. Anything random, because you can get something that bricks your run. Anything that bricks, oh my god. Lose sacred 30 sacred water on floor completion. This is probably the worst run. We're probably not going to get any good boons because we're not going to have enough sacred water. But, you know, this is your average run, right? We'll go through. Hopefully we get some people to ferry and taxi.
Stand tall. Let's plan.
Oh, see, like ornate dagger. That would be perfect for our run. We only have 39 sacred water. Oh my god. Ooh, we're gonna take this one. No sacred water run. Okay. Our only hope right now is a fickle blessings room reward or something to kind of cleanse these afflictions. Random boon? Come on, random boon. I have 9. Reduce action speed. Yes, perfect one. Hourglass. Okay, we're gonna take this hourglass one because sometimes you can get one that it'll remove stuff and it'll give you 3 boons, and sometimes it's worth it. Like lose, it's like something like lose a certain amount of shield or take a certain amount of physical damage after a certain amount of rooms in exchange for 3 boons. I always take that. Because I don't know what it does. The floor that's the most trouble is, or the floor where I'll get hit by like random stuff is, I think it's on the second floor. It's the dudes that, they summon that like lantern. When they die, they explode. Here, I don't normally mess with this one, but let's look at it. Remove low rivers. Gain a random minor boon. Less sacred water. What do we get? Oh yes, we gambled. We gambled and we won. That's a good one.
The foe ahead is formidable. Steel yourself.
I've no mana.
Okay. There you go. Kill him. And you can do the same clear speed with level 34 minions. You don't have to be level 36 minions to kill this guy, just how I did.
Let's plan.
Oh my god, we don't have anything. And the flip side is, you don't even need to be a ritualist for this. You can take your normal lich, you know, high damage lich, 35 move speed. With the 50% move speed from the locker, you're moving at 85. It's just that for this example, this ritualist is also good in mapping. I use the same build for mapping, so that way during mapping I have as much as 50% move speed.
Need more time.
With like 9k energy shield. A million DPS. If you want to sacrifice some move speed, you can get even more DPS, like 1.5. Oh, is that the rare? It is the rare.
A worthy foe.
Hopefully we can get the Hare boon. Because it looks like we're not going to be able to get the Hare boon. We just don't make enough sacred water. We're going to need to get lucky with this. Here, come on. Give us a good boon. Come on, give us something. Give us something that gives us more sacred water. Enter honor upon entering a room. Oh, here you go. Oh my god, it's got fickle. It's got blunt sword. Oh, I don't want blunt sword. We're gonna take this one. Like mini-map is hidden. That's no big deal. Like usually, once you do these enough and you're kind of just speeding around, you get pretty used to the layout of the map. And Sekhemas can be pretty fun. I just haven't really grinded a lot of Sekhemas in season 2 because I've been using other ways to try to make currency that I don't know how to make. Some people are really good at currency, at making currency. I'm not. It's taken me forever to get my build to be over 100 divines. My build is now only over 100 divines because I bought the Sun Splitter +4 and that +1 minion helmet. See, like right now, there's no glitch. Where is the rare? Rare is not spawning. If the rare doesn't spawn, which is this guy right here, you're kind of stuck with the time running down. It's kind of an unfortunate bug. Hopefully they fix that soon. Cool. Alright, take the key. Gauntlet. And then another hourglass. Come on, let's go do this one. Hopefully we get a good buff. But see, look, we have enough movement speed that we can like move through a trap. We can just run through the explosive bomb traps. There, you can roll out of it. You roll through. Makes it kind of fun having to go through the trials. I also play on a controller, so maybe it's easier. I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be easier on a mouse and keyboard. Okay. Get lucky. Come on, please. Oh man, we're restoring all kinds of honor. All kinds of honor restore. Okay, we'll go back here. We'll do the hourglass trial. Hopefully we get enough. Oh, we don't have enough sacred water. We lose 30 sacred water every floor.
Hold on.
Here, hopefully this thing doesn't glitch this time. I think it did. It should be a rare already. Oh, there you go. There's a rare. Boom, he's dead.
A worthy foe. Hold on.
I kind of don't like muster. I don't like Buster, and I don't like this presence area shit. Because, like, having a presence area wouldn't be a big deal if your minions were close to you. Oh, there it is! No! Say goodbye!
Use that well.
Oh, that sucks. Low speed trial. Low speed trial. We'll take that amphora. Are we full? No, we're not. Pick up that amphora. Okay. See, like, I just took damage. I just took honor damage from that guy exploding and damaging me, which is really annoying because it's not avoidable, right? If you're just next to him when he dies, you take damage. I think it's this guy. No, it's not this guy. It's the other guy. So I try not to stand next to any of these guys when they die. Otherwise, you just take damage for like no reason. Taking damage just to take damage. Okay, one fewer room ahead. That's not good. Fiendish Wings is fine. Curse with Enfeeble. All gauntlets. Okay. This is the worst run. I swear. The worst combination of stuff to happen in this run. But that's good though, because then you can kind of see how the build actually plays in you know, the worst possible run. Get some honor. The good thing with the honor restore that I have is it gives me a lot of honor restore. So let's take the Fiendish Wings. And we'll be at boss. Okay, roll under those fireballs. Over here, hit the switch. Oh, I got hit. Cool. That's kind of good. I want to see just how much... I want to see just how much I can restore honor in this example. All my minions just got burned to death. Okay. Respect it. Respect it. Lost a ton of honor. Good. Okay, boss. Oh, I restore honor in boss fight. Cool. Always want to kill the fire guy first. Fire guy's the annoying one. If you leave him alive and he rages, it becomes a lot harder to deal with, I think, than the cold guy. Oh, I got enough honor. Or enough to buy something. Ooh, increased effect of non-unique relics. This doesn't affect move speed. Do we take more honor? We don't need maximum honor. I'm not going to get anything. We're going to save it. All right. We'll put out a shout. Try to buy. Try to get a customer. Depending on the time of day, you get more people too. Hourglass, chalice, 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 chalice. What's this one? You cannot restore honor. That's fine. Well, I want to restore honor. I want to see how much I get back. Increase merchant price. Removes... Hungry Fang sucks. But I don't want... Cannot restore honor. Here, I don't normally take Hungry Fangs. I'm purposely avoiding hemorrhage. I would take this, but I want to see how much I restore. The hell? Interesting. I didn't teleport through. Flip through all that. Is it this way? Not that way. This way. That's why I like having Blink for this map area, because of doing stuff like that. There's a big fountain. Burn.
Almost a challenge.
I think in the fourth floor, that's when a lot of random stuff can hit you, because you have those skeletons that shoot like frost, little like frost shots. and they can hit you because you're like running towards them. They just start firing. I didn't even see this guy.
A great challenge overcome.
Okay. Take this gauntlet. Double gauntlet. Normally you don't want double gauntlet, but I want these boons. I want to see if we get a good boon. You know, we've been eating up boons, getting a lot of those shrines that give you boons and stuff. It's not too late. We could probably, you know, get a Hare boon, get some good stuff. Okay. This way, hit that. Come through here, roll. It's a good thing you can roll through the fire. Okay. Giant fountain.
I would give
Take another gauntlet.
anything for a sip.
Too bad it's not the one where I could just teleport through. And that's kind of cool, that floor we could teleport through. In Season 1, it was so nice using the Queen of the Forest because you can move so fast. There was actually a point to like get Queen of the Forest because you can get a cheaper Relic Locker. Because your Relic Locker is not based on movement speed. So you can get high quantity Relic Locker, and it made using the Queen of the Forest great. And this one, if you use the Queen of the Forest, you can kind of do the same thing. But your starting speed is slower though. And you don't hit as hard, which sucks. Monsters deal 20% less damage. Cool. How much honor did I get back? Nice. 74. Here's another one. Take this ritual. Right, we took a lot of damage, but that's good. Because I want to see how much I can heal back. Did I get hit? Jesus, dude. These bugs, man. It's like the mummy. Fucking scarabs.
No mana.
Body block city. Board them. Over here, guys. Drop them off.
The ritual
Okay.
has been disrupted.
I think we should get full honor for this. Yep. Nice. So, physical damage from the room. Yeah, this is how I run my Relic Locker and how I run the trials. After every boss, I'll shout for, like, customer. And it depends what times of day. Some days, like, you get a lot of people. Sometimes it's like this. You don't get anybody. But then the main thing is we want Desperate Alliance vases. Desperate Alliance vases and maybe, like, I don't know, a good relic. Good drop somewhere. Maybe you might get a nice rare. Could get a Grand Spectrum chest. 50% reduce honor restore. That's fine. Because we have that 75%, still good. Like, I wonder if it works in an additive system. So instead of healing... See, I just got hit from some stupid fireball thing. Instead of healing for 75%, now it just does like 25.
Endurance.
Kill him. I'll take that seal relic.
Challenge.
Press the
Something
wire.
good? You want this. This is nice. Less max life. Ooh, double sacred water fountain on this floor. Is it only this current floor? I want that.
You will succeed. You use that well.
Did I just waste it? I probably just wasted it. I probably just wasted. Oh, that much sacred water. So here's this boss. Right? It's not too hard.
This was the end.
And it's pretty much a very similar damage output with level 34
Hides here.
minions.
Perhaps you press the wire.
Oh, yes. We're gonna get reduced merchant prices. Right?
The choice is made.
And more defenses?
Go with. Use that well.
Because more defenses gives me more shield. I mean, did I really need it? I really don't think I needed it. I shouldn't have got it. I should have got something else. See if we can get somebody. It's unfortunate that I can't get the Hare boon. I hope we get the Hare boon so we can kind of see it. If not, I'm gonna have to edit in a video of using the Hare boon, of one where I do have the Hare boon. Only one? 50% more life. Oh my god, dude. Whatever, let's just take this. We don't want blunt sword.
Do you truly know what you pursue here?
Typically, you don't want that. You do not want 50% more life, right? Because that makes, if it's a run with people, that makes Zarok super tanky. But I did get 30% less life. So what is he? What's the difference? 20%? 20% less life is what he's gonna have. How? Getting hit by stuff. Stuff is taking longer to die. Okay. And against the darkness runs, they're not hard. They just get scary because there's like a lot on the line, but as long as you don't brick your run with, you know, no energy shield, something crazy like that, you'll be fine. Okay, ritual. And then there's a merchant. Hopefully we get the Hare boon so we can kind of see max speed. Come on. I can't tell if this is the last floor. Weird, I didn't think anybody was dead. It's like for this too, you kind of constantly have to be moving because those archers with the crossbow are annoying. You can get hit with like a stray bullet. Like they're decently quick attacks, and if you're not paying attention or you're in the way, it'll just cause you to take just unnecessary damage. And some are like those guys, those little skeletons, man. Those guys can hit you for a lot. So you want to try to avoid that. Which is not that hard when you have this much movement speed. %50 more life. I like it. Took a couple love taps.
A great challenge overcome. Greetings.
Ooh, the Hare boon. Okay, so with the Hare boon, right? What was it? We are at 105. Another 40%, right? Boom, we'll take that. Where are we at now? 144. So there's definitely a difference in the speed now, which makes it really easy to play the mini game. But even with 100 movement speed, it's still pretty easy to play the mini game. Ritual. What is this guy? Curse with Enfeeble. Take the ritual. So the order of rooms that I like to do is rituals. Escape room, honestly. I like the escape room. Here's an escape trial. I like the escape trial because I just run from spot to spot. And I have decent enough damage, right? Jesus Christ, I just rolled into an AoE. Oh, did I just get hit again? Jeez. See, all these stray bullets are hitting me. Alright, I just might have been body blocked. And the only reason I care about getting hit is because of ferrying people. I want to make sure I have enough honor that they can get into the trial. There's still one more somewhere. This one?
Stand tall.
Okay.
Rest a while.
Let's get some honor back.
Help. May that serve you.
That's all she gave me? 200? What? Cheap. Okay. Let's see if we can get a person before the boss. I know it's kind of annoying to spam, but maybe for the video we can get somebody.
ritual has been disrupted.
I've taken 2k honor damage though, so whoever I get, they need to have more than 2k honor. Which for the most part, if it's someone who's like level 60, they'll have that. But if it's somebody who's like level 20, dude, level 20 people that are trying to get their full ascendancy, like it sucks. You basically have to do a no-hit run. Or not no hit, but you have to have healed enough before Zarok, so that way they can get into the boss. And Zarok's easy. All you do is just hide in the corner. Well, not really. There's a little bit of presence area. Like, they really want you to be next to your minions who hang back super far and you have no choice. All right, where's the last one? There it is.
Hold on.
Stand tall.
Dangerous. I took some damage. But I don't think we're going to get anyone to ferry. Okay, here's the boss.
This battle is ours.
I have seen what has come and what will be.
And you can skip the minigame if you don't damage him too much. But this guy's got 50% extra life, right?
Watch your step.
He's gonna hide in the corner. Is he dead? Oh, he's dead.
You can whine back all you
There's your
want.
2 relics.
Makes no odds to me.
Seal. Those ones are whack. There's another amphora. Maybe take this belt. Hold on, let's look. 2 additional rooms. Nope. Nope. Sigil of power. Nope. Increased damage, rare monsters. Some good ones are like for boss, so if you want to kill the boss quicker. But I'm specifically looking for the ones that I know can be worth a lot. Like, you could try to sell each of these for like a few divines or a few exalts and stuff, but once you start to run this a lot, there starts to be a lot of stuff. Start to get a lot of drops. Change your leftover water into keys. I don't have that much water. And then this is it, right? The caches. What are the order of the caches? You always want grand spectrums first. So check for grand spectrums, time lost jewels, and then royal gold caches for jewels. But I have so many jewels now. I'm swimming up to my eyeballs in jewels that I just get Arcanist chests now. As bad as that sounds, I'm down for Arcanist chests because you can get divines from Arcanist chests, and I'm like, dude, I'll take the Arcanist chest if you'll have me. I'll take those. Okay, the rest, royal gold cache. You can also get keys. I think it's from the mysterious cache. You can get keys from those. So if you're short on keys, you open up the bronze caches of the mysterious cache. Oops, I opened that by accident. Alright, take these guys. You get quite a bit of jewels. But there's like a lot of jewels to get. Let me see. Key? Is there another mysterious? Nope. And yeah, that's pretty much the run. So, we didn't get anything, right? Except all these jewels. ID these jewels. Check it. And try to get your runs, you know, as low of a time as possible. It's easy to get these runs in 20 minutes with that much move speed. As long as you're just, you know, getting ritual rooms as your priority. Chalice rooms are good too. And then I like to do escape rooms, because escape rooms are pretty fast. And then after that, it's Gauntlet last, obviously. Hourglass. Or Hourglass can be first too. If you clear an Hourglass fast, it's like 20 seconds in that room. But yeah, so this is the build. This is the build that I use for running Trials of Sekhemas. It's very similar to my farming and pinnacle boss build. I just move a few things around. I move this around. I add more damage from here. And maybe if I'm doing Simulacrum, it's another change. For Simulacrum, I get more tanky minions by taking these and then switching a Megalomaniac out. But that's for another video that I'll do on this build. I wanted to make one specifically separate for Sekma farming because, you know, you can make a lot of money in Sekma farming. In the course of 2 hours, I made like 6 or 7 divines, which is not bad, you know? But yeah, you guys have any things you want to add? Leave it in the comments. I hope you appreciate the video. Once again, you know, thanks for always supporting my content, liking the stream and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy Memorial Day. Peace out. Bye.